Okay, hey there. I thought me and 5 o'clock traffic would pull some Oracle cards. It's like almost the end of October. Not that that really matters because Oracle messages are timeless. Right now, I'm going back and listening to some of my older episodes, and it's still the same old lessons again and again that we need to realize. So, yeah, me and Flo, we're going to see what we know. So, a lot of times you stumble upon a message and it's just synchronistic of something that you need to be reminded of. It's not like you're ever hearing anything new per se. Like at your core, you already know it. You just needed to be reminded of it. So, yes, we know a lot of things, but do we do what we know? So, anyways, this is what I was drawn to today. 3 decks. The first one being Earth Magic. This is a great deck. I think I was drawn to it because the seasons are changing, the leaves are falling, the air is getting colder. I mean, nature is definitely being seen. Mother Nature's like, hey, watch this. So that kind of came up, and I'm thinking Monday's Halloween, and we did do a crone message at the beginning of the month. And I don't actually have a Halloween deck. I just have never. But I do have the Oracle of the Shapeshifters here in my possession. So I thought we'd do that. Little witchy ladies. We'll see what we pull there. And then a definite weird deck is going to be our last one, called Tarot of Mystical Moments. So I just realized now I grabbed the tarot deck. I have the Oracle of Mystical Moments also, and I feel like I thought that's the one that I pulled, but surprise, surprise, you didn't. You pulled the tarot. Okay, cool. Here we go. Earth Magic, let's see what you got. We're just going to get a little message for our weekend or from whenever you are tuning in. What season are you in? What season of your life do you find yourself in? Are you getting ready to hibernate? Are you getting cozy? Are you on the other side of the world? It's more spring? What's happening in Australia right now? Like if we're in summer, they're in winter. So if we're in fall, they're in spring. Good job, Sadie. Yes, that's how that works. Okay, so Earth Magic by Stephen D. Farmer. Let's see what the earth wants to bring in. I see Mother Mary behind me. How are you? We've got Iceburg. Me and Iceburg, we're coordinating. Good. I love it whenever I go to work and somebody's wearing the same color as me. Now, Iceberg has a message of submerged. So what that means is there's always more to it. So above the water, you see like 10% of the iceberg. The rest of it, like 90% of that iceberg, is underneath the water. Don't quote me on those numbers, but you get the idea. You're the same way. You give about 10% of yourself, and the rest of you is an under the water iceberg. Not everybody gets to see it. You don't share that with everybody. Think about when you hear like part of a story and you hear something and you're like, I know there's more to that. I know there's more to that story. Like that's an iceberg moment when you realize there's more to know, there's more to understand, there's more to discover, there's more that could come up. There's, think of the Titanic, They must have not quite understood icebergs, right? Because you see oh, it doesn't look that big. Oh yeah, it's big. It's way big. All right. So I don't know. I just want to see if there's another message to come out with Earth Magic. Like what? Okay. Do you hear all that? 2 cards flew out, and they are Island and Winter Solstice. So they just check themselves out. Now, really interesting now with the iceberg, you'd think we're entering December, here instead of where we're at. But this is where we're headed, the winter solstice. Like, we're past the fall equinox. And for a lot of us, wintertime does symbolize a time of solitude, a time of staying indoors more, a time of reflection. And that is what winter solstice is all about, reflection. So when it comes in with Iceburg, though, it's like, what is going on inside of you that you could reflect on? Maybe now is the time to leave work early so you can have an afternoon to yourself. Maybe it is time to do some deep diving. Maybe it is time to look in your outer life and see what's being reflected back to you. What is it that it's time to discover? So what's interesting is, like, with this island, like, the light's coming, and it kind of almost reminds you of a non-frozen iceberg, doesn't it? You know, the light shining here, but like a lot of that island is in darkness. So ask yourself what it is that you need to reflect on, what it is in your life that's being reflected back to you. Do you like what's going on, or do you feel like you do need to see what really lies under the surface of your inner iceberg? All right, sounds like work to me. Let's just leave that there. This deck does have an awesome guidebook. If we hang out long enough and we feel like we need to get into that, maybe. But let's just kind of get our own messages and see what comes up and practice being little oracle readers. So little oracle readers, little shape shifters. Little icebergs, but actually there's quite a bit to you, right? So much. Maybe you need that time, that solitude, that island time to really just go deep. These are all very cold cards. Let's see what the Oracle, the Shapeshifters by Lucy Cavendish. Lucy, C word. That sounds rude. All right, let's see here. Ooh. All right, we're getting 2 here. I didn't quite mean to get 2, but I like put the deck down and she was like, look at me. It's Sacred Beetle Armor. This makes me think of that iceberg, how you're only giving a certain chunk of yourself, but there's really so much more. It says you have a mighty shield. You have a mighty shield right now. Maybe you're feeling a little cold, need to warm up emotionally, have more connection and compassion in the world. And the other card that stopped us is a very Alice in Wonderland inspired card. Strange companions in stranger places. Challenges. Use your imagination. So I love this because, like, I did pick this deck because I was hoping that it felt kind of Halloween vibe. Maybe 'tis the season to hang out with people that you resonate with. Like, yeah, you want that island kind of vibe. You want a little reflection time, but then again, you're not a lonely iceberg out in the frozen ocean. You know, at some point, connect with others, let down your shield a little bit. Don't be so guarded. You have a mighty shield. I mean, you're protected. You don't need to be constantly keeping everybody at arm's length, maybe to do your inner solitude reflection work, but then at some point, get some of your strange companions and eat things you shouldn't. Challenges. Use your imagination. What could those challenges be? What's going on inside of you? What's submerged that needs to come to the surface? Or more that you need to discover? It's gonna come to the surface. It's gonna be reflected. It's gonna be reflected to you and the people that are closest to you. If you're surrounded by a-holes, you might want to self-reflect Birds of a feather flock together. 38 and 28 are the numbers on those cards. All right, let's just peek. Should we peek? Should we peek in the guidebook? Especially this one. Challenges. Use your imagination. Now, this guidebook is intense. If you like to read, this might be a great deck for you. And I do love to read, but not right now. You have a great power within you, the power of your creativity, your imagination, and your dream self. So all these great changes that you're going through, it might seem like you have no power. It might seem like you have icebergs that might get you. I'm not sure. But if you use your imagination, you can get truly creative about how to deal with people and places and the things going on in your life. All right, now I just want to peek into this beetle one. Okay. This card says you are about to receive an intervention in the form of strong psychic protection. So if you've been feeling kind of raw, sensitive, if you've been feeling like you've been way too frozen and winterized and submerged and all that, you have a mighty protector. So that's your beetle. Hey, everybody gets a different message, whatever is for you. But it does say that you must act quickly to set in place strong, clear, healthy boundaries. Maybe you do need to say no. Maybe you do need to say, listen, I am going through some stuff. I need some time alone. I'm not getting anything done within myself or anything I want to do. Like, just say, listen, I need a little quiet time. Calmly walk away from energy draining distractions. See, the blonde looks like she's game, but the brunette's kind of like, I'm not sure, right? So calmly walk away from energy draining distractions, or if there is people and situations in your life that you don't like, now is the time to create boundaries and pick what's best for you. All right. Let's move on to this. Let's get a tarot card. All right, so we could ask the two questions that come up for me is, what is it that needs to be dealt with under the surface, and who are these maybe draining strangers? What are these things that we have to have a shield against? What's going on? What's really going on? I mean, now is kind of the time that's like, if you have stuff that you need to deal with, it's going to come up. You're going to deal with it. I don't care how long and how far you've pushed it down under the surface, it is going to come up soon. And there will be people like me ready to help you by saying, you can do it. All right, the Queen of Swords coming in reversed. Queen of Swords. See? Everybody was like, yo, wear blue today. Wear blue today. The Queen of Swords. Now, if she was upright, she'd be looking like, hey, let's discover, let's do things, let's sit up here and be cool. But she's not. She's reversed. So she seems smaller, not as powerful. Queen of Swords reversed. The Queen of Swords reversed is all about self-respect, self-righteous, pretentious, and drama queen. Now, we were asking who might be in your life that's causing you trouble. Do you have a drama queen in your life? Are you the drama queen? Maybe you need a little less drama queen energy in your life, because although it was fun, it was very entertaining, now you've manifested things that you maybe don't want, maybe is not in your highest good. And it's okay to realize that at whatever point, set your boundaries now. And do what you need to do. Do what you need to do to create those boundaries and make time for yourself. Okay, anything else from the Tarot of Mystical Moments? Use your imagination for your challenges. Use your imagination of how to deal. I just thought for 1 second that maybe I had not been recording. And I thought to myself, it wasn't that good of a message anyways. And then I looked and I can see now that I am recording. Oh, hello. Hello, I'm recording. All right, we've got the High Priestess coming in to navigate her ship, hopefully steering clear of the iceberg. Okay, just sort of dropping back a little bit, dropping back to watch her manifestations play out. Okay, you're the High Priestess, I'm feeling. The High Priestess says, what does she say? She says that you do have the sacred wisdom within you to know this. So she is standing between these red curtains, protecting the entrance to a mysterious blue sky. So much blue today. She is the guardian of your unconscious mind and knows the secret to accessing those areas of sacred wisdom that you have. She urges you to listen and to trust your inner voice, okay, which is represented by the blue shell near her throat chakra. Oh yeah, where are we at? See her blue shell? Trust your inner voice. You know what's good for you. You know it's a bad idea. You know who is good for you. And you know who is not. So this is definitely a message to explore the unknown places, which was our first 3 earth magic cards, the winter solstice and the iceberg and the island of solitude. Explore your unknown places, your inner iceberg. The ship in the dark waves shows you the depths of your intuition that guides you on your journey of self-knowledge and understanding. So use all the potential you have inside of you to understand and make some progress within yourself. Okay? Don't be the drama queen. Don't be the drama queen. Is that good enough? Don't be the drama queen. Don't keep on perpetuating this stuff that the more you realize it, it's not what you want to be manifesting. Yep, tell a different story. All right, very good. Can I just have one ending card from the tarot? A little message to just send us off in the right direction of our ship in the unconscious watery realms of our emotional world that's filled with icebergs. That's what I was looking for. Some comfort. Light blue. We're all in the blue today. Some comfort here with the 4 of Swords. Just rest a little bit. Look how peaceful she is. Look how beautiful. Yeah, 4 of Swords. Just take a nap. Just relax. And that's really good advice, actually. Like, if you've had too much drama stirred up, if you've, like, run into an iceberg in your life, take a nap. Go to sleep. Lay low. Go to the island of solitude. Self-reflect. Say it's wintertime and you can't leave now. The 4 of Swords is a woman resting up in the sky. She's found her special place on top of the moon. Clouds are protecting her. So now we have 2 messages of protection. You're protected to do what you need to do. You're protected from distractions. And there's these 4 feathers falling softly from the sky, reflecting a peaceful atmosphere that she is surrounded by. In this place, you can find perfect tranquility and silence to contemplate and regenerate. I feel so much better pulling that card because this was fucking cold and turbulent with the iceberg and the winter solstice and an island all by yourself just to reflect in your subconscious mind. That's some scary, scary shit. Oh, and like, what do you have like looking for you? The reverse, like, oh, what's your options? Hanging out with drama queens and when the reverse Queen of Swords. Drama, more drama, more drama. Just know that you are protected. You are 100% protected. You do need a timeout. You do need some respite. You do need some solace and solitude and meditation and reflection and recovery, tranquility, equanimity. You need some calmness in your life. You need some warmth. You need to be held. You need to be held in a really safe space and just feel better about what has happened, what you do still need to do and deal with, who you've had to deal with, you've had to deal with you. But anyways, I'm much happier to end on that than this kind of feeling. This iceberg and turbulent waters, you know, really being upside down, hanging out with the wrong crowd, having to feel guarded because you need to guard yourself. You know, you do need some quiet solitude, some winter reflection within, but you can do all that from a really safe, comfortable, beautiful place. All right, and so it is. Get to work.